The Judge Judy show Judge changed courtroom programs forever. Then after 25 years of being the top courtroom show, Judge Judy herself disappeared. But Judge Judy didn't retire. She started over and began something completely new. Where she is now and what she has built will amaze you. In February 1993, Judy Sheindlin, who would later become the famous judge of Judge Judy, saw something. She had no idea that what she saw would change her life in a way she could never have imagined. In 1965, Judy passed the New York State Bar exam. Right away, she went into the business world and worked as a business lawyer for a makeup company. But there was a problem. After 2 years, she realized the job didn't make her happy like she wanted. So she quit and decided to focus completely on her children, Jaime and Adam. Then, in 1972, she decided it was time for her to work again. But she wanted something that would make her happy and not upset her. She heard about a job as a prosecutor in the New York family court system from a friend and decided to try for it. Judy was thought to be really good and was hired. Judy soon became well known, and her tough way of doing things made New York Mayor Ed Koh make her a criminal court judge in 1982. By 1986, she got moved up to head judge in the family court's Manhattan area. Her way of giving justice was called tough and sometimes mean. But Judy would always say that wasn't true. But it was that style that made her famous. And that fame made Heidi Getlin tell her husband Josh to write about her. Josh, who worked with the Los Angeles Times, wrote a story on Judy and said she was a woman who really wanted to make the court system work for everyone. That story did Judy a whole lot of good because it helped her get the attention of Kay Switzer and Sandy Spreeman, who worked for Rebel Entertainment, a talent company. They brought Judy to CBS, and CBS showed her in a part on CBS's 60 Minutes. The viewers loved her on the show, and Judy quickly became famous across the whole country. Seeing how popular she had become, Judy decided to make money from it. So she wrote a book, Don't Pee on My Leg and Tell Me It's Raining, in 1996. After that, Judy stopped being a family court judge with a record of hearing more than 20,000 cases. What people didn't know was there was a reason Judy quit. Her time on CBS's 60 Minutes made the viewers want more. Rebel Entertainment and their team had come up with a show idea like The People's Court and told CBS about it. They loved the idea, and so Judy was asked to be the judge of the court show that would be named after her. She said yes, but she wasn't feeling good about the show. She didn't work well with her bailiff. She wanted someone else. But who? Judy remembered someone, and she picked up her phone. In 1995, Hawkins Bird read a news story about Judy's book, and he loved it. So he wrote a letter to her and told her that if she needed a bailiff, he was ready to put his uniform back on for her. When his phone rang, he knew what his answer was going to be before she even finished talking. Just like that, Judge Judy was born, and it changed court programs on TV. Judy's connection with Bird was huge. He was the serious bailiff who didn't get emotional about the case. He kept things in order when people in court wanted to start fighting and was a calm person that the viewers fell in love with. Fans were always excited to hear him say, "Order, all rise," as each case was about to start. With that kind of connection, Judge Judy wasn't just the most popular court show. It was one of the most popular programs ever. It's too bad how things turned out between Bird and Judy, but we'll get to that later. Judge Judy usually got 9 to 10 million viewers every day. It even beat the ratings of the Oprah Winfrey Show different times, too. At some point, the show was the highest-rated show in all of daytime TV shows. How did it become the most popular show? We will get to that soon. The show's popularity kept going up, and it got to a point that Americans trusted Judge Judy more than they did all the judges of the United States Supreme Court. But the viewers didn't just see Judy as a regular judge. They saw her as one of the greatest famous people to have ever lived. Shows that wanted to get people's attention always talked about Judge Judy. But even though people loved the show this much, the show still wasn't winning any Daytime Emmy Award. But even with this, Judy herself was winning awards and getting honors from different places. Judy got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in February 2006, and got put into Broadcasting and Cable's Hall of Fame in October 2012. The awards kept coming in, and in April 2013, she won an award from the Vice Presidency of the UCD Law Society. But Judy wasn't happy. She wanted her show to win something. She got worried, but had to tell herself that the shows that won the award got canceled or ended. But even without winning, Judge Judy still brought in a lot of viewers and didn't look like it would end. But that same 2013, something big happened. After 15 times being picked, Judge Judy finally won its first Emmy, and this started a flood of awards for the show. It won the Emmys again in 2016 and 2017. Judy herself kept winning awards, and in 2014, she won Mary Pickford Award from the Hollywood Chamber Community Foundation at the 2014 Heroes of Hollywood. But if you ask Judy, her biggest award could be the Guinness World Records she won on September 14, 2015, as the longest-working judge or person in charge in courtroom TV show history and as having the longest-running courtroom show. Besides the awards she won, Judge Judy was making a lot from the show. Her pay was so high that it made news. In early 2005, her salary was around $25 million per year. Because of this, her net worth grew to $95 million, and she became the 13th woman on the Forbes list of the 20 richest women in entertainment. But her money wasn't liked by everybody. Some people felt it was unfair for her to make that much, and judges who were doing the day-to-day court work were making a lot less. This wasn't the only bad thing people said about Judge Judy, but more of those to come later. Even with her money, Judy was tired, but she enjoyed what she was doing and the control she had on the viewers. So, when the studio decided to raise her salary to $45 million per year, it made her enjoy what she was doing even more. But there was something about this raise, though. The viewers still loved the show, and they liked that Judy gave them the kind of thing they would love to see in the real court system. The viewers wanted people in court to get justice fast without the complicated stuff, waiting around, lawyers getting in the way, or long appeals. Fans loved how smart she was and called her a human lie detector because of her experience from years in family court. To them, Judy was a real hero of justice who beat bad people with a final way of speaking. But not everyone felt this way. While many liked her early Judge Judy episodes for being fair and patient, some fans believed Judge Judy wasn't as good a judge as many said she was. They have even asked if she could lose her law license. They said she interrupted people in court, decided cases too early, or showed she didn't like certain groups of people. According to these people who didn't like her, anytime Judy has to deal with people who are struggling on government help or make little money, Judy gets mean and rude. But what many didn't know was Judge Judy had a problem. As the seasons went on, Judge got meaner and lost that patience she had for people in court disappeared. The show made money for those involved, and because of this, Judy didn't take breaks as much as she should have. There was even no way that she could have taken any break. The show paid people to come, and depending on different things, like how much time the people spend on the screen, they could get as much as $500, which was the most money, or as low as $100. Some people even got around $250. This money comes after the show gave them nice Hollywood places to stay with all or almost all their costs paid for during filming. Even when Judge Judy gives out money, the people who lost don't have to pay. The show does that for them. So many people supposedly come on the show and make up fights so they can get paid. It's why people who don't like Judge Judy have said the show brings drama instead of being real. As people kept coming in, Judy couldn't rest. And in 2010, she thought about retiring. But she had a deal that was going to end in 2014. She talked about quitting after her contract ended. But long before that time came, something terrible happened. On March 30th, 2011, Judy got on the set and everything seemed normal, except that she was really tired. Judy just went about her day like it was normal, but it wasn't. As they kept filming, the bailiff called a case and Judy was listening to the people, But just as things were going on, everything went black. Judy had passed out. Right away, she was taken to the hospital. The doctors ran tests on her and learned that she had a mini-stroke. Still, Judy didn't quit. Instead, she made her contract longer and got a salary raise that same year and was said to be the highest-paid TV star. Things were so great for her that in 2014 she even got a spin-off which she called Hot Bench. She had no idea that this spin-off would put her in a big mess. Judy kept delivering her way of justice, and in 2017 she signed another contract that went till 2021. That contract brought her money before taxes to $147 million, and it brought in other problems, which we'll tell you soon. With that salary boost, Judy forgot all about retiring and said the only way she was going to retire was when the viewers stopped being interested in her show. She still felt full of energy and loved her work, but she had an idea. But she didn't tell anyone yet, and started to work on how to make her idea happen. While working on that idea, Judy kept being Judge Judy. And in March 2020, she told everyone what many fans were scared to hear. While she was on the Ellen DeGeneres show, she said that the series would end on its 25th season birthday. But her last days on the show didn't have the kind of goodbye she would have wanted. In 2016, Rebel Entertainment Partners Incorporated and its president, Richard Lawrence, started a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against CBS Television Distribution. He and his company said CBS was trying to cheat them of the money they made from the show, especially when it was their old workers, Kay Switzerman, that brought Judy to CBS. Rebel said CBS paying Judy too much money was the reason CBS couldn't pay them enough. They even said the show wasn't making as much money as CBS was trying to make it seem. Judy was caught in this mess of court cases. And the woman who gave other people justice was blamed for taking it unfairly from those who helped her. Judy and CBS were blamed for not telling Rebel about other spin-offs because they didn't want to share the money with Rebel. After years, both as a tough lawyer and a tougher judge, Judy wasn't ready to be pushed around. She defended herself from what people said. She said Richard was too greedy and not happy with getting over $17 million from her show. She even said he was a selfish person who, after they met before the show started, never called her or came to her for anything. She defended the amount CBS paid her and said it was because of how much she was worth to them. Was she truly bringing that much worth to CBS? The court agreed with her, and in 2018 it said that Judy was not paid too much and that she was worth a lot to CBS. But Judy didn't get away completely clean. The court said she and CBS should have told Rebel about any spin-off. If you thought the drama was over, think again. Because just like the Judge Judy show, there were much more surprises to come. Rebel Entertainment and Richard weren't happy with the court's decision. They went to appeal, but CBS was tired of the court drama. They had been showing court dramas about other people for years, but wanted to be done with theirs quickly. So, in 2020, they went to Rebel Entertainment and gave them a deal. Rebel believed they had CBS right where they wanted them and pushed for another lawsuit. This time they added Judy as someone they were suing. But she had had enough. She wasn't going to make any deal with Rebel and also sued them back for $22 million and said they did unfair business things. The battle was on, but Judy ran into a problem. The court told her to also sue CBS back if she wanted to have a case. Judy was stuck between two choices. She could either push for the money she wanted or be loyal to CBS. She chose being loyal and lost her case. She didn't care. The California Court of Appeal agreed with the lower court that CBS didn't break any contract with Rebel. The court said that CBS was paying Rebel the amount they agreed on in their contract in the way written in the contract. But it turned out that Judy herself was pushing for more money in her contract every 3 years. So she wanted more work even though she felt tired and overwhelmed at some point. Now she could enjoy winning, but it didn't last. There was another lawsuit she had to fight with, and this time, old friends became enemies. Kay Switzer and Sandy Spreeman's trustee, Jay Robinson, sued Judy CBS Corporation, CBS Studios, and big-ticket television. They said that as old workers of Rebel Entertainment, they should get money for finding Judy. They said without that finding and bringing her to CBS, there wouldn't be any Judge Judy. It wouldn't be the first time the two would file things like this, and Judy wasn't worried. She called the case background noise, and it was. The court didn't find any good reason in it and threw it out in 2021. Those were not the only lawsuits that Judy was involved in. In March 2013, Patrice Jones, the wife of Randy Duth, the executive producer of Judge Judy, sued Judy